Yo, if you're broke but you still want to pull up like you own a Lambo, this one's for you. Today, I'm dropping the top 5 cheap cars that make you look like you got money without actually needing money. And no, we're not talking about clapped out Civics with fake badges. These are legit. Alright, so you're tired of rolling up to parties in your mom's minivan, huh? You want to make an entrance, turn some heads, maybe even have people thinking you're a secret millionaire. But let's be real, most of us aren't exactly swimming in cash. We're talking about cars that scream success, but whisper to your wallet. Get ready, because these rides are about to change your life. First up, we got the 2008 to 2014 Cadillac CTS. Now this ain't your grandpa's caddy. This thing is sleek, it's mean, it's got presence. Picture this. You pull up to the club, valet's like, "Whoa, nice ride, sir." And you just give him that nod, the one that says, "Yeah, I know." Best part? You can find these bad boys for like 6 to 9 grand, which is insane considering the amount of car you're getting. We're talking full leather interior, chrome accents, that iconic Cadillac grille. You can even find them with a V6 or even a V8 if you're feeling spicy and want that CTS V-power. This thing screams, "I own a Fortune 500 company," when in reality, you're just crushing those DoorDash deliveries on the weekends. Now, I'm not gonna lie, maintenance on these can be a little bit mid, as the kids say. But hey, you gotta pay to play, right? And trust me, the look you get when you roll up in this thing is worth every penny. Seriously, this car is a head turner. The lines are timeless, it's got that classic American muscle vibe, but with a modern twist. The point is, you're driving a Cadillac CTS, and that speaks volumes. Alright, next up, we're going German engineering with the 2007 to 2013 BMW 3 Series, specifically the E90 generation. Now, before you hit me with the, "David, BMWs are unreliable money pits," hear me out. This generation of 3 Series, especially the 328i, is known to be one of the last bulletproof BMWs before they went all tech-heavy and started costing an arm and a leg to fix. Plus, let's be real, nothing says I have my life together like rolling up in a BMW. And the best part is, you can find a decent E90 for under 8 grand. Yeah, you heard that right. For the price of a used Honda Civic, you can be cruising in a car that makes you look like you just signed a 6-figure deal. But David, you said these were reliable? Well, relatively speaking, my friend. Look, any car that's over a decade old is gonna need some love and attention. But the E90, if you find one that's been properly maintained, is actually a pretty solid machine. Just make sure you check the oil regularly, like religiously, and maybe avoid going full throttle everywhere you go. This ain't the Fast and the Furious, alright? We're going for sophistication here, not speeding tickets. But seriously, the E93 series is a classic design. It's sporty, it's elegant, it's got that understated luxury that just makes people do a double take. Just maybe avoid any actual racetracks, yeah? Stick to the streets, look cool, and enjoy the envious stares from people who think you paid twice as much for your car as you actually did. Chapter 3, Infiniti G37 Coupe Gas Guzzler Head Turner. Alright, moving on to a car that's all about style and performance. The Infiniti G37 Coupe. This thing is a head turner, no doubt about it. 2-door rear-wheel drive, and that iconic VQ engine that sounds like a symphony of horsepower. Seriously, this car sounds like it costs twice as much as it does. And speaking of cost, you can find a clean G37 Coupe for around 9 to 11 grand. Not bad for a car that looks and drives like a dream. Now, let's talk about that look, because that's what we're all about here, right? The G37 Coupe has this aggressive stance with those sleek lines and that low-slung profile. It just screams speed and agility. And with a decent set of aftermarket wheels, this thing will have people thinking you spent your life savings on it. But little do they know, you're still rocking those same $5 flip-flops you've had since college. It's all about the illusion, baby. But hey, it's not just about looks with the G37. This thing can move. That VQ engine is no joke. It's got plenty of power on tap, whether you're cruising down the highway or carving up some canyon roads. Just be prepared to make frequent stops at the gas station, because this thing drinks premium fuel like it's going out of style. But hey, you gotta pay to play, right? And trust me, the feeling of driving this car is worth every penny. Seriously, the G37 Coupe is a driver's car. It's got that perfect balance of comfort and performance. So, if you're looking for a car that makes a statement, that turns heads wherever you go, and that lets you live out your inner race car driver fantasies, the Infiniti G37 Coupe is the car for you. Chapter 4, 2011 to 2014, Chrysler 300, Mafia Boss on a Budget. Alright, let's talk about making an entrance. I'm talking about rolling up to the scene and having everyone stop and stare. That's what the 2011 to 2014 Chrysler 300 is all about. This car has presence, it's got attitude, it's got that don't mess with me vibe. You roll up in one of these and people automatically assume you're either a rapper, a real estate mogul, or maybe, just maybe, a friendly neighborhood crime lord. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone if you're not actually involved in organized crime. The best part? These things are stupid cheap. You can find a clean 300 for like 7 to 10 grand, which is insane considering how much car you're getting. We're talking big body, luxurious interior, and that iconic Chrysler grille that just screams, I'm here to make a statement. And speaking of statements, let's talk about customization. Because the Chrysler 300 is a blank canvas just begging for some personal touches. First things first, you gotta get rid of those stock wheels. They're not doing the car any favors. Throw on some 20-inch rims, maybe some low-profile tires, and boom. You've instantly elevated the look of this car. Next up, tint those windows. Not too dark, we don't want to look like we're up to no good. But seriously, tinted windows just add that extra touch of mystery and sophistication. Finally, if you really want to go all out, get yourself a custom grille with the Chrysler logo blacked out. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. Now let's talk about the driving experience. The Chrysler 300 is a smooth operator. It's not the sportiest car on this list, but it's comfortable, it's quiet, and it's got enough power to get you where you need to go in style. Plus, you'll be surprised at how much attention you get driving this car. People will be rubbernecking, trying to get a glimpse of the person behind the wheel. The point is, you're driving a Chrysler 300, and that speaks volumes. Chapter 5. 2007 to 2011 Lexus GS 350. Luxury that lasts longer than your last relationship. Last but not least, we have the 2007 to 2011 Lexus GS 350. This is the car for those who want it all: luxury, reliability, and a timeless design that still looks fresh in 2025. Seriously, Lexus just knows how to make a car that ages gracefully. And the best part is, you can find a well-maintained GS 350 for around 8 grand, which is an absolute steal for the amount of car you're getting. We're talking leather seats, wood trim, all the bells and whistles that scream, I have arrived in style and comfort. But it's not just about the luxury with the GS 350. This thing is also built like a tank. Remember that whole reliability thing I mentioned earlier? Yeah, Lexus takes that seriously. Underneath that sleek exterior beats the heart of a Toyota, which means this car is practically bulletproof. You'll be passing down the GS 350 to your kids, and they'll be passing it down to their kids. This thing is gonna outlive us all. But let's get back to the important stuff. How does it make you look? Well, imagine this. You pull up to a fancy restaurant, valet opens the door for you, and you step out looking like $1 million. People are staring, trying to figure out what kind of high roller you are. Little do they know, you found this gem on Craigslist for the price of a used scooter. It's all about the illusion, my friends. And the best part is, you can maintain that illusion for years to come because the GS 350 is just that good. So ditch that beat-up old Honda, upgrade your life, and experience the joy of driving a Lexus GS 350. Your bank account will thank you. Outro: look rich, drive cheap 8. So if you want to look rich but still got that broke boy budget, these whips will get you there. Remember, it's not about how much you spend, it's about how you spend it. Smash that like button if you enjoyed these tips, and drop a comment below with your dream car, even if it's a Bugatti Chiron that costs more than your entire neighborhood combined. I want to know what you're aspiring to. And hey, if you want to see more cheap car content that makes you look like $1 million, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Peace out!